Hey everybody, this is Chris from Jim Reel's Friendly Honda. Today we are looking at the completely redesigned 2023 HR-V, and we will be doing a full walk around as well as virtual test drive for you, so you can actually get a great perspective of the vehicle. Now, starting at the front, we do have a slightly elongated hood, as well as a brand new front fascia and brand new standard LED headlights. We also, on this particular trim, which is the Sport, have 18-inch black alloy wheels that look great on this vehicle. Now let's work our way inside so I can show you some of the interior changes and what's now standard on the vehicle that wasn't before. Is here in the interior, first things first, obviously completely redesigned. So starting at the steering wheel, we have a brand new steering wheel in the HR-V, as well as all new steering wheel controls and information display for your speedometer. We also have a completely redesigned center console, so different shifter placement. We also have drive modes now. Parking brake is all electronic, as well as now having the functionality of the brake hold feature, which is a wonderful, wonderful safety system to have. Speaking of safety as well, this car does include the entire Honda Sensing suite. That is now standard. You don't have to be at the EX to get it. So that does include road departure mitigation, pre-collision, lane keep assist, as well as adaptive cruise control. The Sport trim that we're in currently also has blind spot monitoring, as well as rear cross traffic alert and road sign assistance, so you can also see your speed limit signs while you're driving down the road. Now, radio placement and climate control placement is going to be very reminiscent to the Civic. Radio is going to sit up high, trying to keep in line with the road, so while you're looking at the radio or changing the station, your eyes are still level with the actual road as well. Now let's head towards the back of the vehicle, as well as the back seats, just so you can see how much legroom there is, and then we'll wrap everything up with the virtual test drive. All right guys, in the back seat, biggest thing that I want to mention here is just the legroom. Now I'm 7'2", so I have plenty of space between the knees and the back of the seat, even with it all the way back. The other cool thing, as well, is for the cabin lights, they are all LEDs in this vehicle, which really helps kind of illuminate things, especially whether it's at night or just a cloudy day like today. Now let's move to the back of the car. We'll finish with some tech specs of the vehicle and what really has changed mechanically with the car, as well as show off the cargo space for the trunk. All right guys, now at the back of the vehicle, you can see how much cargo space this HR-V truly has. I should mention that the seats do still fold down flat as well. The actual HR-V itself is about 2 or 3 inches longer than the outgoing model, so it does really maximize the amount of space that you have in a relatively small package. Now I should also bring up that the engine in this vehicle has changed from the previous model. It used to be a 1.8 4-cylinder, now it's a 2-liter, so you do get a little bit more horsepower and torque coming out of the engine as well. Now let's wrap this thing up. We'll do the virtual test drive, and we'll see you guys on the road. All right guys, so we're starting the virtual test drive here. As you can see, completely different interior. And then obviously we have our brand new information display, new steering wheel, which always, I mean, if you want my honest opinion, it actually feels great in comparison to the previous model. Same with the climate control and everything like that. Very easy to operate, nothing super complicated there. Backup camera is still a standard option as well. Should mention that we do have rear cross traffic alert, so if anyone's coming from the left or the right, we will be alerted as we go into reverse. But let's start the drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of the parking lot. We'll go hit the road. It is going to be potentially raining today. We have a kind of cloudy day. All right guys, so on the road with the brand new 2023 HR-V, immediately I can really kind of feel the responsiveness from the motor. It feels significantly better than the outgoing model, a little bit more peppy off the line. The other beautiful thing too, automatic headlights, they stay in auto just on their own. You don't have to twist it and kind of have that weird off angle knob there. It's kind of just, it's a kind of personal preference for me, but it just gives that car the cleaner look all around. So shifter and stuff, all relatively straightforward. We do have our drive modes. So right now we're in normal. We can go to econ as well, and then there is a snow mode because this is an all-wheel drive model. HRV is available in front-wheel drive too, so if you live in less aggressive climates like we have here in Michigan, front-wheel drive would be perfect. We can really kind of showcase the off-the-line feel here. Yeah, it feels great. And obviously we have our LED lights standard, so those are going to be on right now just due to the cloudy day that we're having. But all in all, everything feels very smooth, rides great. It's a little bit longer wheelbase than the previous model, so it does help with the ride quality. Yeah, no complaints. So guys, this would be a perfect opportunity to talk about use case for the HRV. Now, obviously we're just driving down some of the suburban roads here in Macomb County, but realistically this is that perfect car for someone who's just needed to get to point A to point B, needs that all-wheel drive, little extra cargo space, maybe has some kids. They need to, want something that's a little bit smaller, better on gas than a large SUV, but still gives you the best of both in terms of actual room comfort, as well as just technology and quality. And then, like I said, obviously we have all of our safety systems as well. So Honda Sensing, we have our adaptive cruise, lane keep assist, all that's easily accessible directly from the steering wheel here. Blind spot is always a nice thing to have too. That's going to be in each of our mirrors. There's a lot of wonderful things to say about this new HRV, especially considering some of the stuff that was very limited and only available on certain trims for the previous model. Yeah, I have nothing terrible to say about this car. Everything is thus far has exceeded expectations for us here at the dealership. Honda's really knocked it out of the park in terms of styling and genuinely just the interior comfort and ride quality. So as you guys can see, we're on a not so great road, very par for the norm for Michigan here, but HRV's handling everything really great. No real discomfort or kind of jarring motions. Even with the slightly larger wheels as the Sport has with the 18s, the car just feels great. I will say the brakes feel super responsive, so you don't feel like you're out of control if you're coming to a complete stop. Yeah, I mean, it just rides great. Alright guys, as you can see, or I hope you can, we have this small little sign underneath the electronic speedometer here, digital speedometer, that shows the actual speed limit sign. Now, granted, regardless of which road you're driving on, there is a camera that is going to be looking out for those signs so that it can actually display it on our information display here. It's great, especially if you're out on like country roads and you're not sure how fast you should be going. Always will give you that information before even your eyes can actually see the sign. So it's a beautiful thing to have. All right, guys. So as we pull back into the dealership here, we'll wrap everything up on the actual test drive, and then we'll finish up the actual video. But all in all, the HRV 2023 completely redesigned. I mean, they've really knocked it out of the park. Thing rides great. So let's wrap everything up. All right, guys, so that concludes the virtual test drive as well as extended walk around for the brand new 2023 HRV. Now, if you guys want to see more content like this, please feel free to leave a like or subscribe to our channel. And if you guys are curious about ordering the 2023 HRV, please feel free to stop on by. We're located at 18900 Hall Road. That's on the southeast corner of Hall and Romeo Plank. We'd be happy to help.